Hi Brollies, Marvin here from TechBroll.com, where we do unboxings, reviews, and sexy B-rolls. And today we're going to do an unboxing and first impressions of the new Rakk Talan wireless gaming mouse. I'm actually quite excited about this because every time Rakk Gears releases a new product, everyone is excited because of the price to performance ratios of their product that caters to a lot of budget-minded Filipinos. In this video, I'll share with you the unboxing experience, especially for those who've long been waiting for this product to arrive. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright guys, so right here we have the packaging for the new Rakk Talan wireless gaming mouse, and this actually just arrived a few minutes ago, and as you can tell, it is still sealed. And I want to share with you the unboxing or the complete unboxing experience because I know a lot of you guys are waiting for this budget gaming mouse. So here, looking here at the top side, we have the preview of the mouse. As you can tell, it is available in white and black with RGB illumination underneath, and we also have these key specifications right here. So we have 3 lighting effect, lightweight of course, and uses the 2.4 GHz wireless frequency and has an ambidextrous shape. So again, the model name is the Rakk Talan right here, and flipping it on the side, it looks like what we have here is the white variant, and then on the other side, just the same branding. So at the back of the box, we have more image preview of the product, and as you can tell, we have the usual honeycomb design on both the top surface and the bottom surface of the mouse. And we also have RGB illumination here. And in terms of the specifications, again, this is an ambidextrous mouse, and the size is 120mm by 63.5mm by 39mm. In terms of the weight, it is around 68 to 76 grams, which is quite lightweight, especially for a wireless mouse. And it also has 40G acceleration and customizable macro using the software. In terms of the sensor, we have a PAW3335 with a DPI from 100 to 16,000 DPI. So with the packaging overview out of the way, let's finally unbox this. Again, I'm actually quite excited about this. Hopefully, it is just the right size for my relatively fat and small hand right here. So let's get it. There you go. So as you can tell, the packaging is quite simple and small, square box type, as you can tell here. So apparently, the packaging is quite similar to the Rakk Kaptan with a compartment like design here. So let's just remove the mouse itself first, and then we have a few items inside the box. There you go. Alright, so before we take a look at this mouse, let's check out the accessories first. So we have some... Oh wow, alright, so we actually have an included USB Type-C to Type-A adapter, which is pretty awesome. I appreciate this, Rakk Gears. So we have a USB 3.0 Type-A port here, and on the other side we have a USB Type-C. So I really appreciate this, Rakk Gears. Thank you very much for maximum compatibility with different devices. So aside from that, we have some replacement PTFE mouse gliders, and as you can tell, the mouse gliders is actually quite large, which is awesome. And we also do have PTFE gliders around the sensor here. So of course, we do have some replacement just in case the default PTFE gliders wears out over time. Aside from that, we have here a small user manual. Let's check it out. There you go. So we also have here the specifications as well as a illustration when it comes to the construction of the actual wireless Talan gaming mouse right here. So we have the buttons, cover with the usual honeycomb design, and another cover without the hole, which is actually really cool if you're not into the honeycomb design or if you don't want that holes in your mouse. So we also have, it looks like we have a built-in battery right there. So I think it is 580 milliamp hour basing from the specifications right here. So at the back, we have the instructions for the functionalities of the buttons as well as the switch underneath the mouse, which apparently is for power on and power off. There you go. And yeah, we have pretty good information here on the user manual. And we have the cover. So this is the full cover. Like I said, if you don't want the honeycomb holes on your mouse, you have this as an option, which I think is a nice bonus. And a few brands actually does this, so kudos to your Rakk Gears. And we also have here the braided USB Type-C cable for charging the mouse. And we also have a cable management right here. And looking at this, it looks like the cable length is quite substantial. There you go. So, alright. So finally, let's take a look at the new Rakk Talan gaming mouse. There you go. Oh, wow. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It does really look good. And the size is actually quite decent for the size of my hand, as you can tell here. First impressions, I'm happy with the shape of this mouse. Perfect for the size of my hand, as you can see. It does have some substantial support on my palm as well as on my fingers. There you go. But before that, actually, let's just do a quick parts overview so that we can cover everything here. Again, this is just a first impressions. Again, I'm going to provide you with a full review probably after a week so that we can discuss more about the performance, design, construction, and probably build construction as well over time. So right here at the top, we have the left and right mouse clickers, which is actually quite clicky and easy to press. And then we have our scroll wheel. First impressions, doesn't have any squeaking sound, which is awesome. And it is also not wobbly and does have enough tactile feedback or strong notches to it. No issues here. And then we also have the DPI adjustment button, also quite clicky and probably easy to reach. Yeah. And then here we have our honeycomb cover for a more lighter weight for this mouse. And flipping it on the side, we have our forward and back buttons, and it is actually quite easy to reach, and I don't have to move my thumb or my hand forward or backwards in able to reach this button. So no complaints here either. So in terms of the first look of this mouse, it does resemble the Rakk Kaptan in terms of the probably the same or the similar shape of the forward and back buttons. But of course, this is an ambidextrous shape compared to the right angled or right-handed shape of the Rakk Kaptan. But just by looking at this, I can see some similarities to the Rakk Kaptan, especially with the RGB lining here, which the Rakk Kaptan also does have. There you go. So in terms of the texture, it is quite smooth, but not the glossy type smooth in my opinion. Flipping it on the side, we don't have anything here, but we do have just enough groove as well as on the side for properly gripping the mouse using your thumb and pinky and ring fingers. There you go. And of course, flipping it here at the back side, we have again the honeycomb hole as well as an idea about the height of the bump of the Rakk Talan. Like I said, we have an RGB lining here. Of course, you can configure the lighting configuration of that using the software. And then here's the front profile. We have the USB Type-C port. Now, in terms of the bump, it is not that tall, and it is towards the back side, which is my personal preference actually. And then flipping it all over at the bottom, we have two large PTFE mouse gliders and a smaller PTFE glider around the sensor. So we have substantial PTFE mouse feet. There you go. And we also have the sensor, PAW3335. And we also have the power switch. There you go. So we have that as well as the power on. So it looks like my sample here doesn't have any charge. Apparently, it doesn't light up. But of course, I'm going to charge that later and test this properly in the full review. But for the first impressions, build construction wise, I don't feel any unnecessary squeaking sound. And the shell actually feels quite solid, to be honest, compared to other lightweight gaming mouse that I've tried before. This one is quite solid, especially here on the sides. I don't hear any squeaking sound even if I press firmly here as well as here. Even here on the removable cover, there's no unnecessary squeaking sound, which is an awesome sight here. So yeah, in terms of first impressions, build quality wise, it passes my quality inspection. And in terms of the buttons, very good, clicky and tactile. And I really like the scroll wheel. And overall, first impression is pretty good with this. And removing the back cover, I guess we just have to slide this towards the back. Let me just try it here. It is actually quite snugly fit and hard to remove. Maybe we just have to, oh, all right. So you don't actually push it backwards. You just have to flip it like so. Quite easy to remove actually. I'm just doing it incorrectly. So yeah, just push it like so and pull it like so if you want to remove it. So we do have our USB dongle here, nicely tucked inside instead of at the bottom, which is quite unique. And we also have the Rakk Gears logo, which does illuminate when this is turned on or plugged in. So we also have our battery right here. So ideally or technically, you can replace this once the battery's life cycle runs out at some point. You can probably find something like this on Shopee, AliExpress, and all that, and you can replace that over time, which is pretty awesome compared to like if the shell is completely shut off. And this one is available. But what I can observe here with this type of design is that, of course, you have to be careful not to spill any liquid or water inside this mouse because the battery is exposed. So that is actually my first impressions about this design. So yeah, especially if you're using the honeycomb shell, make sure to not spill any liquid there. But for sweat, normal sweat, I don't think that would cause any issues with this. And for the most part, it is well secured. I think this is secured using adhesive, but I'm not too sure about that. But for the most part, it is secured and doesn't move around at all. So yeah. So again, we have a 2.4 gigahertz wireless USB dongle right here for connecting this to your PC wirelessly. By the way guys, I actually almost missed one key feature of the Rakk Talan, which is the removable button cover right here. So apparently you can remove this as well. So first, of course, we have to remove the back cover, and then we have a clip here that you can actually pull and pop off the button cover like so. So as per the manual, we should have some plastic, clear plastic. Let me just check. We should have clear plastic spacers that you can probably put something in here so that you can have a lot more space in between the mouse clickers and the mouse cover right here, but I cannot seem to find any spacer here on the package. So that's one thing that I need to confirm from Rakk Gears. But yeah, you can remove the top cover for the mouse clickers, which I think is more additional features for this mouse that we don't need but we have. So and placing it back is easy. You just have to slide it in like so. Make sure the buttons are aligned and then snap it like so, and then you can pop the cover back. So again, I'm going to confirm that to Rakk Gears if there is indeed included plastic spacers on the retail packaging for the Rakk Talan. So yeah, and I was also able to confirm that this also works in wired mode, which is pretty awesome. So you can use this via wired and wireless. So just in case the battery runs out at some point, you can still use the mouse while being charged or via wired mode. But overall, first impressions, really good Rakk Gears. Good job. Especially when it comes to the build quality. Again, I'm satisfied with that. At least for what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling right now out of the box experience. So again, just give me a week or so to test this on gaming, productivity, and day-to-day tasks. So, oh, by the way, before we actually end this video, for those of you who are interested, let's check out the weight because that is actually quite important for a lot of you guys. So as you can tell, it is 0 grams, and with the honeycomb cover, we're getting around 77 grams. So 68 to 76 grams. Pretty close to the maximum weight of this, and that is without the solid cover yet. So let's try the solid cover. Again, for removing the cover, you just simply pop it from the back like so, of course gently, so that you won't damage these clips. Very important. And now with a solid cover, we're getting around 79.6 grams. So we're just 3 grams over the 76 grams limit of this wireless mouse. And even at 79 grams, this is actually pretty lightweight to me, and I'm okay with this. So there you have it, guys. I hope you get a thing or two from this unboxing and first impressions. And yeah, again, let me know in the comments below what you think about this new Rakk Talan gaming mouse. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Huge thanks to Rakk for sending this in, for allowing me to get a first look and share with you the unboxing experience, especially for those who've long been waiting for this wireless mouse to hit the Philippine shores. Now, in terms of the pricing and availability, unfortunately, I cannot provide you that as of now because I don't have information for that. But I'll post it as soon as I can on our Facebook page, and I'll include that on our full review video. But I hope it is just around the usual 1,500 range, 1,000 to 2,000. But hopefully that would be the price point of this mouse. But let's see. And hopefully they have a lot of stocks for this wireless gaming mouse to cater to a lot of budget-minded Filipinos. So again, thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe if you like this, especially if you're interested for the full review. Have a great day, guys. You're awesome.